Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah. I'm your Dungeon Master here for Phandalin by Night, hosted by Vancouver by Night. Thank you for joining us. You are not going to be able, well, you will be able to talk to some of us because we will be in the chat, but this is not actually a live episode because we are too epically amazing in our real lives and people needed us for other things on the Sunday. So we have pre-recorded just a day early though, so we don't have to keep our spoilers too long. I'm going to quickly go around. Our episode's going to be a little bit short today, but it will be made up in epicness, I promise. So Najra, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Najra. I play Jared, she, they for both of us, and I am the Fire Genasi monk.
Awesome. Sarah.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I will be playing Graja Ragerock, the half-orc barbarian, and we've only just begun here with her. I'm excited to see where this goes.
I'm super excited, and thank you, Sarah, for producing today so I can just focus on DMing for a little bit. I appreciate it. Nikki.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Nikki. I'll be playing Denny, the Tiefling Bard, and we'll see how that goes today.
It's going to go great. I promise there's no more deaths. I'm not going to let it happen anymore. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I play Whimsy, the Tiefling Warlock, who's very reluctant about being a warlock. He is a he, they, and I am she, her.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Some of our loyal viewers will notice that we are down one member. That is on purpose because my friends here have separated. Their path has diverged from their friend who passed away just hours ago in game, but it's been a full episode, and we will be back next week with a one-on-one solo mission with him, and hopefully the week after they will all be reunited, we're hoping. So if you're looking for Mike, stay tuned, but the eye candy will be back with us next week. And in the meantime, we have Amanda, sorry. The male eye candy, like the male eye candy. I should have specified that's my fault as a DM. I know better, but the real jewels of the campaign are here with me today. So that's where we're going to start. Last week, Whimsy had led the group back from where the goblins were last seen in the thicket, and Graja had been tracking them from there, narrowly missing setting off a snare trap, by the way. The group trekked forward, more cautious after the snare trap, and as they came upon a clearing, Jart snuck in to see what they could spot, and also narrowly missing the second trap. They've missed all of my traps. It was a pit trap that time, but they pressed on and they came across a small stream flowing out of the cave mouth, which you probably see on the little map in front of you. The stream bed seemed much bigger than the stream itself, and as the group crossed, they came across the first goblins they'd encountered since the death of their friend. This brought up some issues that needed to be dealt with an axe. And they were. Jart knocked them unconscious, but Graja had some other vengeance in mind and waited until the group's focus was elsewhere before slitting the goblins' throats, aided with a dagger from an observant and condoning Denny. Jart stepped out into the mouth of the cave and noticed a side room with 3 chained wolves. As they debated how best to deal with the wolves, Graja dragged out the goblin bodies and yeeted them into the wolf den, where they were quickly besieged upon by the ravenous animals who had been clearly abused and were in a state of disrepair. The now conscious elven body of Thundersoul, you know what? We're going to deal with Mike's character next week. That is what you needed to know to get you set up for these wonderful folks. So that's where we're going to start off. So the wolves seem to be piled up on a goblin, 2 goblins, enjoying their first meal in you don't know how long. What are you going to do?
Whimsy pokes his head around the corner and says to the wolves, "Who's a good boy?" In wolf.
Okay. In wolf. And why can Whimsy do that?
Beast speech.
Beast speech. Whimsy has beast speech now. So as you, Jart, as Whimsy kind of like moves alongside of you and pokes her head around the corner, what you hear is
Who's a good boy?
And Graja is looking on like, with some concern here because her instinct was like, these are wild animals. Not only that, but they've been like abused, so you never know. They're unpredictable. So her eyes are kind of like watching Whimsy, but silent still at this point.
Whimsy, make me I'll let it be your choice. Persuasion or animal handling check.
We're gonna go with persuasion then.
Sure.
For me having points in that reasons. Also, my very slow motion rolls continue.
That's okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady rolls no ones. I don't know that that's scientifically true, but I like it.
It's canonical now.
It's
Wizards take note.
15.
15. See, what did I tell you? As you do that, Whimsy, you hear a snarl. And as you look over, one of the wolves looks up at you, gives you kind of like very leery, very cautious side eye, and says, "We're not sharing."
I'm full. It's good. In wolf.
He keeps his eye on you, but they don't make any movements towards you or anything.
It's okay.
And he keeps eating.
Just making friends.
Yeah.
Now that they are kind of under control and distracted, Jerk's gonna move forward a little bit, and she wants to see what's beyond the walls in the room,
Okay.
or up the other path to see which path looks like walkable.
So you're trying to look this way down this path, or you're trying to look into this room?
Like both.
Okay.
Now that I can get closer to like looking inside and across.
Okay, so the stream and path start to curve around the corner and you lose sight of some of it. But across the way on the stream, there seems to be a steep passage. So the main passage of this cave mouth climbs steeply upward. Like you can see that there are some stairs going around, and the stream plunges and splashes down the west side of it. But in the shadows over there across the way, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream.
All right.
And then in this room where the wolves are, you can see that there are these stalagmites that are in the room, and these chains that are around the wolves seem to be linked to an iron rod that are driven into them. And at the very far end of this room here, I can reveal some of that as well. There is like a very steep fissure, and at the far end, like it all looks like crumbling pebbles, but it climbs up steeply.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Whimsy and say, "Hey, can you, like, now that you can speak wolf,
Yeah, that's a new thing.
can you ask them where the where the other goblins are?" Where they
Whimsy
usually go to.
Whimsy turns to the wolves, sort of scratches his head, trying to figure out how to phrase it in a way wolves will understand. And he says, in wolf, "Where are the masters? We will release you from your chains if you can tell us where the masters are." "Free you if you tell us where masters."
Okay,
I'll give you
okay.
a lot of adjectives.
Yeah. No. It's I'm trying to figure out who the wolves think their masters are. Yeah, all right. They say they say many masters, big ones hiding. We can smell him. And they kind of, the one that was telling you he wasn't going to share, lifts his nose over towards this far end and kind of points. We can smell him.
Okay. Again, Whimsy sort of scratches his head and turns back to Jart, and he's like, many masters. There's a big one that's hiding. He points where the wolf pointed. Hiding somewhere over there. They can smell him.
And Graja sort of looks at the wolves and then to Whimsy. Great. So, let's kill the big one.
Denny's going to wander over to where the wolves like pointed at. Well, just kind of walking along
Sure.
the side.
Sure.
So he's as far away from the wolves as possible because he don't trust these wolves.
Yeah.
And gonna kind of take a look at the end of this room and see if he's able to get through to where they say this big master is.
As I'm going to get you to roll an animal handling check.
Oh boy.
Can I assist by having Whimsy be like, not hungry, not danger at the wolves? Like, don't want your food, not trying to fight you?
Let's see what this number says.
Okay, one sec. Sorry, just bringing it up because my laptop's still not loading properly.
No worries.
Where are you? Oh, there we go. That's going to be a 14.
A 14. As you start to make your way around the corner in this room, the one wolf starts to growl low, and Whimsy immediately pops her head around the corner again, and she's like, or I'm sorry, he is like, not gonna hurt you, just looking for the mat, like trying to get them calm. And the wolf growls back at you, Whimsy, and says, you said free us. That one frees us.
Right. Denny, go for the chains.
Sorry,
They'll
you
leave you
want
alone
me?
if you free them. Free them or they maul you.
Look, mate, it's not that I don't trust you, but I'm not 100% sure that these wolves are not going to rip my throat out.
They can rip you
My
without
throat.
being freed. You're in the room. They can already do that.
So while Whimsy and Denny are going back and forth, Graja will sort of approach and I'll start to undo their chains.
Okay. It takes you a while because the chains are like matted in around their fur and they are distrusting, especially of you, Graja. There is something about you, Whimsy. You hear snippets of like, why is this one being nice? It's a trick. And like very hesitant to allow Graja near them. They seemed much more okay with the idea of Denny, but eventually Graja, you're just very like slow and deliberate in your actions, and you do get the chains off. The dogs come immediately over to Whimsy, surrounding Whimsy. The wolves, they are big, like they are, not that Whimsy's a small creature, but these wolves are massive, and they are sniffing you and smelling you, and they are trying to figure out. And finally, the one is like, you join us, you family now.
I would love to. We're on a mission of vengeance, though. Masters killed one of our family. Vengeance.
Masters killed many of my brothers and sisters.
Vengeance?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Friendship.
Real vengeance was the friendship we made along the way.
The front of the t-shirt says friendship, but the back says vengeance.
That's right.
19.
Steve, get that in the merch store. We need that t-shirt.
19.
19.
Hey!
They look at each other and you
Wow.
hear this long, deep-throated. It is so primal and deep that it shakes you. You can feel the vibrations, Whimsy, and just this and like this howl echoes through the cave. And the dogs go, vengeance, more food. Then you will be our family. Okay.
Will totally be your family.
You have gained the trust. Whimsy has gained the trust and cooperation of the wolves. They will stay closer to Whimsy. So Amanda, not to slow your computer down even more, but I'm going to get you some stats for wolves. You're going to roll for them and you're going to play them.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while this is all happening, while
Yes.
while Whimsy is just growling at these wolves, Denny's just standing like over in the end of the room, like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Is this normal for you? Have you always talked to wolves and I've just never noticed before?
Never happened here before. Most of the wolves back home spoke like people. Again, this is why I'm a vegetarian. You don't eat what you can talk to. Just not cool. But
Fair enough.
never happened here before. This is good. Apparently I do speak the dialect.
At least I'm assuming that you're actually talking to them. They seem to be responding to you, but like, I don't understand any of this. So
They're gonna help us kill these guys. The goblins killed their friends too. My brothers.
well, good. As long as they're on our side, that's good, I guess. Still concerning. Still very, very concerning.
And
Legit.
go ahead.
These wolves are smelly, loud, big. They are Denny, especially compared to you. They are so big,
Just like crap roast.
and feral, a little bit feral still. Whimsy seems to have some kind of connection, but absolutely, the other three of you have every right to feel leery of this situation.
Denny is concerned, but he's on board. He trusts
Okay.
the process.
Sure. I love it. I love it so much. Graja, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just kind of gonna say that Garage is looking over the scene with the wolves, and she's kind of just nodding her head, like more allies for swifter vengeance. She's not really bothered that they don't seem particularly like warm with her. She doesn't expect the animals to trust her necessarily, though maybe not sure why they seem a little bit more hesitant with her. But Graja kind of nods her head, but she does look at the rest of the group and say, the wolves should help us, but might be harder to have any kind of stealthy approach from here on out.
Oh, wolves know how to be quiet.
Fair enough.
You're
I see
surrounded
it-
by
I
a wolf
see it
pack
point,
before you know you're there.
I see a point, Raja, but we might be able to either use these wolves as a distraction or send them in ahead of us and get them to help us with our fighting. And whenever
Distraction.
they're in there, we can, yeah, just like go and some bad guys, you know?
Oh
I
no,
figured
the
it'll
wolves
work
are
out.
loose. Wrangle the wolves. And then in we come.
Yeah.
A hard strike. I'm expecting no one to hesitate.
Oh no, there's no hesitation now. All these goblins, they're going down.
And Graja looks at Jart.
I wasn't hesitating. I was respecting someone that wasn't in a condition to fight. And
That's
I
fine. I didn't expect you. I wasn't trying to insinuate that you were, but I just want to make sure we're all clear before we continue on.
If we follow basically a tradition of respecting your enemy while they respect you. If someone's trying to pinch me with something sharp, I will do what needs to be done. But if someone is in no condition of fighting, I will not.
In my eyes, they made their choice.
Maybe, but we can't know that. We don't know if those two were killing people on the road. There's no way we could have known that.
And Graja will kind of like look away for a second and then just be like, well, it's done. We're moving forward now.
Yeah, and I don't judge you. Please don't misunderstand me. We all make our decisions, and we can all make different decisions. And I respect yours. And Jared looks at all of them. It's like I respect all of your ways of being and fighting. That's just my way.
I get that,
Understood.
right?
So,
Alright.
Whimsy, I don't know if they say it, they could smell the big guy. How about if they take us there?
Yeah, Denny is still over in that area.
Yeah, Denny, give me an investigation check.
Ooh, natural 20.
What? Denny.
Boom, boom.
Denny. Hold on. Because now I have to go find the information on the other thing. Yeah. Okay. In this rocks and gravel that have fallen down, what you also notice is that there is debris. This is almost like a midden. There is trash that has been thrown down here, bones, leather, some broken and smashed crates. This fissure goes up significantly. So this thing goes up. Do you have dark vision?
I do, yes.
This thing goes up like 40 feet and it gets narrower and narrower and narrower. You guys, probably some of you could squeeze through. Graja might struggle a bit, but maybe you don't know until you try. Believe in yourself, think thin, and it goes up about 40 feet into the darkness. You in particular, despite a 20, can't smell what the wolves could smell, but you can see there is whatever is up there uses this as like a trash chute.
Okay. All right, I'll turn back to my comrades and explain the situation. All right, so it looks like it's pretty narrow up through here. We might be able to fit if we can climb up. I don't know where the other path goes, if it goes around to this. I'm imagining it does in some way, but whatever's up there just dumps all their garbage down here. So I wouldn't say this room is particularly important apart from keeping the wolves here, but I think that's the room that we need to get to one way or the other.
So we could try and sneak up there. Graja might not fit, and the wolves wouldn't be able to back us up because I doubt they can make a 40-foot vertical climb.
And if we do get up there, who's to say that the goblins further down in the cave won't notice us trying to climb this? And they might sneak up on us the other way around.
If nothing else, an emergency exit. If we get there and whatever the big thing is too big, jump down the garbage chute and escape the cave pronto.
Yeah.
Solid plan. Long way around. Fight the big guy.
Well, maybe what we
Who's
could
the-
do is whoever's the smallest of us could climb up and just kind of
It's you.
take a quick look and see what's up there. And yeah, Denny's gonna look around and be like, "Oh, it's me. Never mind. All right, that's fine. I can climb things. Probably. I've never tried, but I could probably do that."
Yeah, definitely going with the smallest and not like the crouching tiger, hidden dragon monk is absolutely the way that we should do this. That's cool. 100%. I'm with you guys. What could go wrong? Regretting telling you that I wasn't going to kill anybody, but yeah, let's do this. Give me an athletics check.
Oh boy. Oh, okay. That's actually not too bad.
Okay.
Hold on. I rolled a 16. I just got to figure out what I need to add to that.
No,
So I
that's
don't-
fine. 16. If you rolled a 16, that'll be okay. You make it about halfway up. Your arms are starting to burn because
Yep.
this is, like your first day of CrossFit. You are not really prepared for what like American Ninja Warrior is actually like. And it is totally like that movement of like holding tension against the walls to
This is the
screw
most arm
yourself up.
movement I get right here.
Yes.
So
Totally. And the other thing that you're trying to do as this thing is getting narrower is trying to scoot yourself flat against the fissure to protect the banjo-lele, which is still on your back, because you don't want it to scrape. That would
No,
be
course
not
not.
convenient. Give me another athletics check to see if you can get up the rest of the way.
Come on, baby.
Danny.
15 plus something.
Yeah, amazing. Your arms are burning and tired. You get to the top. And so tell me, are you just going to do like one of these, or are
I'm
you
not-
going to do like one of these?
I'm going to try and hold myself just below, or just have my fingers just like
Mhm.
holding on. And I'm
Sure.
not gonna like lift my head up necessarily. I'm just gonna like try and listen to hear if there's anything like in the immediate vicinity around me.
Okay. The longer it takes you to look and do whatever it is that you're eventually going to do, the harder the DC is to stay up there. I just
Okay.
want to let you know up front.
Okay, I'm just gonna do like a quick like,
Boop.
and then
Okay, up and
repeat.
down. Give me a quick stealth check.
stealth. Okay.
George's gonna like set herself kind of under Danny,
Okay,
just in case.
sure.
All right, so it's gonna be a 14.
All right, sure. As you peek your head up, like a 14 is not very long to look up there. What you do notice is that there are some more stalagmites. You're very aware of, just as part of who you are, you do notice people, but you also notice finer things in life. And
sure
you do notice that there is like a wall of crates and boxes and like stuff that's been pilfered and plundered from these ambushes that have been happening. You do notice 2 goblins. You notice a much bigger, maybe it's a goblin. It seems so much bigger and hairier. Like it's not really green. It's more of like a brown. It's probably double or triple as big as the goblins are. You do also hear more panting, like the wolves that you have down below.
Okay. And Denny is going to just kind of do one of these and just like swoosh down.
Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage because Jart is trying to catch you.
Great, because I rolled a 4 the first time, so. Okay, where's my dex? There you are.
Like
that's
40
sorry,
feet is a long way to fall.
3.5
a 16.
stories.
It could kill you instantly.
There's a garbage pile to catch him.
Thank you.
Because Jart is there, and Jart kind of snags you mid-air and does like a tumble with you and helps you to like roll down the rest of it, you only take 7 points of damage.
Well, injured and somewhat bleeding, I'm gonna look up at Jart and go, "My hero, thank you so much."
Danny, how about if we don't ever do that again?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
So as Jart and Denny are trying to stand up and just stretch out some of those things that they know are going to get sore tomorrow, dusting the splinters and the dust and dirt and grime and oil and like the leftovers of like the chicken bones at the bottom of the KFC box that has been sitting around all weekend, like that kind of trash, like trying to get it off you. Whimsy, the wolves are just sitting calmly waiting for they for now are just going to like follow your lead. Graja, give me a perception check.
Sure thing. Perception, doink. Oh no. 8.
You're still like paying attention to your party. The sound of splashing from the water from the stream coming down is also pretty loud at this point. So yeah, what are you guys up to?
Well, you said the long way around, right? We better get moving.
Before we head out, I'm going to take a moment to finish dusting myself off, collect my bearings, and turn to my comrades. Right, so big guy up there, the very hairy goblin, very unfortunate, very sorry about that. There's at least 3 of them up there, 1 big one, the other 2 normal sized, and I think there might be another wolf up there. I heard some snarling, but also it looks like that might be the treasure room or the plunder room or some sort of storage room. It seems to me like that's where they've been keeping things that they've been stealing. So we might be it might be best to go there to try and find Gundren as well. Maybe he's been being kept there too. But we're in for a fight either way.
Good.
3 ain't that bad. Uh, so I feel that is this way, and I like signal them the path next to the water that it's going upwards. Um, we could go that way for now, and then check that other path at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um,
Give me a marching order. Who's going first? Who's going second, third, and fourth?
I can go first. Graja will go first if that suits everyone.
Whimsy will follow with the wolves so that if he
I'll be
gives them the
after that.
word, they can charge forward.
Okay.
Sort of as their
Oh.
vanguard or whatever.
I'll take the tail.
Okay. Graja, do you have dark vision?
I do.
As you kind of come around this corner, in the shadows to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of like a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing overhead. Like it's like the path under the stream is going to go under, and this bridge is like 20 feet above, and it's going over to another path that intersects.
Mm.
You think that connects to the other path on the other side?
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know if I like the look of the construction of it. Especially for me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like 20 feet above you guys, and this
Right.
path that you're on is going to go under it. So
Okay.
if you want to get up to it, there's got to be some other way, because there's no obvious way to like get up there right now.
How fast
And
moving is the water right now?
Give me a nature check.
Mm, 18?
18. This water is coming at an okay pace. But as you're kind of looking around and looking at, not that you would have like the geographic understanding or like the geology understanding of like stratification and the way that water carves out through rock, you do have a connection with nature. And it strikes you that yet again, this water is not running at the pace that would have carved this out.
Does the bridge look like it would hold the wolves? Graja's worried that the bridge might not hold her weight, but the wolves are still smaller than Graja, if large for wolves, right?
I would say the wolves and Graja probably weigh similar. Their distribution of weight will be different.
Right.
Whereas Graja is on bipedal, right? So the weight is a little bit more evenly pushed down. The wolves will be spread out a little bit more. Graja, I don't know what the equivalent of like a physics check is. Give me a like survival check. I'm
Sure. Goodness gracious. Okay, 15.
Yeah, I mean, that if this were your cave, you would spend some money on infrastructure. Like, definitely, this is inappropriate, and OSHA probably needs to be called about the working conditions here. But it's maybe probably going to hold you. You probably wouldn't want to do battle on it, but and you're not sure that it's going to be quiet if you're trying to move across it, but it will hold you.
Okay, so Graja will look at everyone again. It's like, Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have to find a path to this. I'm pretty sure I can make it over. And so that means I think the wolves will be alright too. So, um, I'm hoping maybe this will just kind of like curve around and we'll sort of do like, we'll do a loop, but we'll be up top. Does that make sense?
Whimsy puts up his hand like he's in school.
Yeah, what's up, Whimsy?
We're pretty sure that path on the left connects up to the other side of the bridge. What if we send the wolves up that way, and then we go around the other way? And if we're pretty sure those paths meet up, we can have a battle on two fronts. Send the wolves on ahead, distract them, and then we come in and attack them from behind while they're distracted by a bunch of wolves in the face.
I mean, I like that, but like,
I know
are they
you can
gonna
cross
are they gonna listen to you to do that?
And
I-
what if the paths don't join and we leave them fighting by themselves?
They still get their vengeance, and we still get our fight.
Or they die while
we
we
dead.
get there?
Maybe you should ask the wolves what they want.
Whimsy turns to the wolves. Arr, arr, arr. He points to the path across the way. Scout ahead. Sniff out goblins.
You're talking about this path here.
Yes.
They go, the one who's like the spokeswolf is like, we will kill there too. We will kill. You will kill. Where will you kill?
We kill from the back. Surround enemy, kill.
Yeah. Family, flanking. They like understand the concept of flanking and pack tactics 100%. They're like, yes, we will kill in a circle. Good kill.
Whimsy nods. We are pack.
All right. We are pack. And they like come and push their nose up against your arm, or like whatever skin that you have isn't covered by like leathers or armor or whatever. They'll push their hand or their nose into your hand and just like acknowledge that you are family. And they will do their best to scramble up that thing. Yeah, no problem.
All right. The wolves are good.
All right,
That's
so
Whimsy's just happy that means he doesn't need to cross the river right now.
yeah. Can I get, I'm just looking to see, that's chart. Denny. Can I get, who has not really been talking during this? Jart, can I get you to roll a perception check?
Okay. It's a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you see the wolves go across. It is very steep, and they are making quite a lot of noise as the ground is crumbling underneath them. But they do eventually kind of disappear. There's like a plateau. Actually, from where you guys are standing, there is a bit of a plateau there. And so it takes them a bit, but they kind of work together and they get to the plateau, and then they kind of, it's higher up and they kind of disappear. Jart, you can still kind of hear and see some of like the pebbles and rocks continue down. So they're still making their way up that way. Yeah.
So after they get to the plateau, Jart says like, we should move forward. Like while they are moving.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. You guys are continuing on up the way?
Yeah, and Graja is kind of getting restless at this point. Definitely, like, she logically understands the need to plot out your course, especially when there's so much unknown, like in this situation. But you can just, she's just kind of fidgeting. Her hand will go to her axe and just kind of like touch it, almost like reassurance that it's there, a couple times as we make our way.
Sorry, I'm just looking for something specific. Give me a second in my DM notes.
Let's hope we don't find more traps.
I'm so focused on vengeance, I'm not thinking about traps.
That's the player speaking.
Yeah, fair enough.
Judge silently just moving forward.
Graja, as you get under the bridge, you can hear for the first time the sound of somebody hammering away or chopping away at wood.
Do you all hear that?
And now that Graja has pointed it out, you guys can hear that too.
Are they
And-
trying to build a fire? Is that why they're chopping wood? I don't smell any smoke.
I don't like it. They're either chopping out a bridge or setting off a trap.
Yeah, could be another trap. And where, DM, where's the origin of this sound again?
It is coming from, oh, let me grab my pointer thing. It is coming from like beyond here, beyond around the bend of water.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what we're. I guess we just have to keep going and see what happens.
Quickly? Go quickly?
I'm
Yeah.
not very good at traps. Do any of you know how that sort of stuff works?
Hmm. Well, we don't have traps where I come from, so.
One
You
of
have a lot
the
traps where I come from?
one of the drawbacks of playing virtually is when you are all at the same table, you can see when the DM is doing an action like rolling dice.
Yep.
You guys have missed 2 dice rolls in the last like 2 minutes that you guys
Oh,
have been
no.
talking.
I'm scared.
Let's move forward.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
And Graja
Yeah.
will quicken the pace. Yeah.
Okay.
Whimsy like starts hustling right behind Graja. Like, let's go.
Go,
Let's
go,
go.
go, go, go.
Okay.
This isn't getting better. Whatever it is, it's not good. Axe on wood is covering the sound of our footsteps. Let's go.
Graja,
Mhm.
as you get to this set of stairs here, you now very clearly see what, I'm sorry, I was moving you guys were moving you guys. You very clearly see that there is a goblin standing here chopping at this dam. And as he sees you, he brings his axe down one more time. And I'm going to need
Run.
Whimsy, Denny,
Officer.
and Jart to make dexterity saving throws.
Run. Run, 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 run.
to avoid being swept away as the passage is suddenly filled with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours down from above.
Run, run.
And Graja's not making.
Graja, you happen to like just be able to reasonably duck yourself
Okay.
up these stairs and behind this rock.
Oh, boy.
If you wanted to, you could like reach out for Whimsy.
I will
Okay.
reach out for Whimsy.
Whimsy can make her dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Yay.
Okay.
Cool.
Jart, what'd you get?
The 10.
Jart, you're sideways on us.
Oh,
No, it's just sideways.
My camera just had a stroke, apparently.
I think
that's how washed down the river you are. You're just sideways.
like
Yeah.
literally
Timing.
as the water scoops
Oh,
Jart up and they start to drift down. They are being kind of scooted away. Denny, what about you?
I got a 14.
A 14. You manage to grab around Whimsy's waist to try and steady yourself against this flow. Whimsy holding on to Graja. Whimsy, what did you roll?
14.
14. Graja, I need you, Graja, to make a strength check to see
Oh,
how
yeah.
well you can hold on to these two. And Jart,
Okay.
I'll let you make a strength check to see if you can like grab a rock and hold on to it.
Okay.
Oh no! No,
Oh, fuck.
come on! Strength is my thing. Oh god, I got a 9.
It wasn't a 1. Okay, it wasn't a 1.
Still.
It's a strength check or saving throw.
Saving throw. I apologize. Saving
Oh
throw.
wait, is that mine too?
No. Yours is just a check.
Oh,
Hers
okay,
is a
got it,
saving
got it.
throw.
Okay,
Theirs
yeah,
is a
I
saving throw.
got it. Oh god, that's what I'm supposed to. Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
You are distracted, Graja, as like you saw this goblin swing away at this thing, and your first thought is, goblin, I can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Your fifth thought was, oh, my friends.
Shit.
These guys.
I'm so sorry.
So you like reach back and you're like backhanded grabbing Whimsy. Yeah. And Whimsy is also being pulled backwards by Denny, who's got her around the waist, or him around the waist. Like
Oh no.
it's a hot mess.
Denny's
pandemonium.
pulling my tail. Graja's pulling my horns.
Jart, what was your strength saving throw?
It was 14.
Oh, okay. You, as the water lifts you up, and you being a monk, you manage to get your way up. You can hang on to the underside of the rickety bridge. That is how much of this area is filled with water at this point. It got you a good like 15 feet up from where you were, and you can grab the underside of that bridge.
Meet up with the wolves.
That's so
Like-
scary.
I can climb on the bridge.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're a monk. You do dope monk shit. You like allow the water to like drag you backwards a little bit and use the momentum to pop yourself right up onto that bridge. No problem at all. Graja, it takes you a bit in order to be able to get to pull Whimsy and Denny. And as you do so, you hear a really menacing laugh as 3 goblins are bearing down on you with axes, swords. I'm going to get everybody to roll initiative.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Here we go. All right.
Watch this, be the 20 I roll today.
It's not 20.
Really?
I got a nat 22! Except I get 21. It's
Aw.
21 then, because I get
My
1.
players.
Mine's 23.
This is not the time I need this.
And these are new dice. Like I bought new like.
Are these the ones you had commissioned?
No, those arrived in like 2 weeks. I got like
Oh.
a cheap Amazon pack with like different colors.
Oh, they're pretty though.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to delete some of these guys from our old initiative.
I have an 18 for initiative, but just yes.
Okay, give me just a second. Sorry, that was Denny has an 18.
Yes.
Whimsy?
10.
18. Graja?
21.
Why is it not letting me save initiatives? That's super weird. All right. No, not 115.
The wolves are
that
gonna
would
be here
be-
in like 30 minutes.
Epic, epic initiative.
Yeah.
though. All right. Well, chart. Why isn't this? Here we go. Dragon order. Okay. Jart and then Graja will be after that. So Jart, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna run all wet and be like flopping around. I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna try to hit that guy.
Go for it.
Get him.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's not one.
You said this one right here.
Yeah.
As you do, your feet had some like slime, like this water was nasty, murky water. And just as you go to punch forward, your foot comes out from under you and you like fall prone on your face. You don't break your nose, which is great because that hurts. But you do fall down.
Okay. Do I have movement to stand up?
You do, it'll be all the rest of your
Okay.
movement.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna spend a key point
Yeah.
to do Fury Blows and attack 2 more times.
Okay.
So same one, like this attack for the same one. It's a
Sure.
natural 18. So I
Yep,
guess it
that'll hit.
For 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay.
And I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay, go for it.
It's 16.
16 hits.
And it's 7 points of damage.
Whew. You absolutely, despite falling, and it kind of looks down at you and laughs, and it's hesitant as it's laughing at you. You don't want to necessarily, your goal is never to set out and kill anything, but you are annoyed and you lose a little bit of like your Vulcan composure in this moment. And you just absolutely rock this thing twice in the face. The first one breaking its nose and like eye sockets. And the second one, you pound into exactly like your monk instincts are so good with your attacks. You strike into the same way, denting its face inward, and it falls to the ground unmoving. It made a real nasty noise. Well done.
Well,
And that's
Hell
my
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, it's too bad the wolves weren't here to see that. Graja.
Okay, first I would like to use my bonus action to fly into a rage. And
Okay.
it's just the pinnacle now of frustration for her. The
Mhm.
water, being distracted by the water, what seems like
Yep.
constantly since she got in here.
Yes.
So now, her eyes are wide, just observing these goblins that are now ready to rock and roll. So are
And
they
your-
kind of like, yeah.
Your hand is still on Whimsy. Like they don't have sure footing yet.
Oh shit. Okay, that's interesting. I would like to continue to hold on to Whimsy.
Yep.
thank you.
You're welcome. And with my other hand, I would like to throw a hand axe. At
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out exactly where my little dude is on the map. I think
You
is
are
this the close
here.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that one right there. Yep, yep,
Sure.
yep.
Yeah. It's kind of up above you, and it looks like it's getting ready to swing down with that same axe that broke the dam down at your head.
Ah, okay, so I can hit the trap guy. Okay, so I'm rolling to hit with my hand axe here. It's 20 foot. I don't know what it says. 20 and then
Yeah,
parentheses 60.
It's
Okay.
it's good. Oh, so 60 is the furthest range you can throw it, and that's at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Got
That's
it.
how
Got
ranged
it. That
weapons
makes
work.
sense. Cool. So I got a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Super. Ooh, that hand axe flying through the air. Yeah, I love it. And then I will do the damage. Oh, come on, bro. Okay, that's still 6.
6 absolutely works. And what you do with that is you are so focused on that stupid, annoying axe that it cut that dam down with, and the fact that you can't fully rage to like kill every one of these goblins, that you slice clean through the arm that is holding the axe. The axe slides down the rock towards you, and you're able to like grab the hand that's holding its axe, and you have an axe back.
Super. Super. I'm assuming that's my turn.
I would imagine that that's your turn, unless
Okay.
you want to like move. You could like move up the stairs a couple steps, like trying to drag them with you.
That would
But
be great.
because you are dragging 2 of them, you all get to move like 1 square.
Hey.
Okay. Does that require a roll of
No,
some
you're
kind?
raging. I assume that your anger allows you, and because it's your movement, you get that as part of your action economy. So you don't even like wait. You don't even warn Whimsy of like, hey, hold on tight. I'm going to like be bringing you up, buddy. You're just like, and like just
They
gank
imagine
them
she's
along with
holding
you.
it by the
Perfect.
horn.
They're
Like, I
drinking
imagine she's
water.
got it by the horn.
Yeah.
Oh no. Not the
Just
horn. Ouchie.
it does, Whimsy, there's a little bit of like realignment. It actually
great.
kind of felt good after
Free
sleeping on that.
Cairo appointment.
Like you don't probably want to do that too often. But like in this moment, because you're also like carried by the water, so it was like a very natural like. Okay, Denny, what are you up to?
Okay, I would like to. I'm still like kind of underwater at this point, right?
Yeah, you're trying to fight against the water that's trying to carry you away. So it will probably be an action and movement to get free of that.
Okay, yeah. Denny would like to grab onto like an outcropping of rock or something, and just kind of like pull himself up as much onto the stairs and solid footing as he can.
Sure.
Just because his Angelele is already wet, and God knows what's going to happen if it stays in this water any longer. I have to get out of here immediately.
And this water smells like the Pirates of the Caribbean, it's stale
No.
and like that's a smell, right? You guys know. And
Very visceral
it's
word
not
for your
great, Denny. So give me an athletics check to see if you can heft yourself up onto some rocks.
That's going to be a 14.
14. It does take your action, but you do kind of like beach whale motion yourself up onto these rocks. Like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, you get yourself up there and can do like the surfboard push against the rocks. Your horns and hair kind of, it would be majestic if the right lighting was on you, and like it would be a very inspiring like
And it
moment.
didn't have that smell.
Yeah, like it's problematic, but you're trying to work the situation to the best that you can. So we'll say that you like get yourself kind of like up onto these rocks, and we'll say that they're like a gradient of rocks. So it's not a place that you're going to find super sure footing to continue movement on your next turn, but you are good there. Do you have any bonus action you'd like to take?
Don't really have any bonus actions, unfortunately. You know what? Actually,
Aren't you a
Am I-
bard?
I am a bard.
You
Bards
have
have like the
just-
most famous bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I close enough to touch Graja?
Sure.
I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind. I thought it was a touch action, but it's not.
No.
Great. I'm going to do some Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And I'm shaking out my banjolele, getting that water off of her beautiful surface. I'm going to sing a quick song and strum, not actually meaning to, but just like he's a bard, so you know, it just kind of happens automatically. So as I'm like, oh god, that smell, what the fuck? I'm going to inspire Graja in her rage to fuck up some goblins even more.
Yeah, Graja, what is up with that smell? That smell is bad, and it is not okay. And that fuels like the unhygienic nature of keeping water like this. Were they just letting the wolves drink this nasty water? This is unacceptable on so many levels. There is a committee that you are going to write a strongly worded letter to later, but you are upset in this moment, and you will get your D6, I think, inspiration when you choose to use it. Excellent.
Great.
It is these goblins' turns, except for one of them is super dead. So this one that has now lost its arm is going to he is going to run away and go get some reinforcements. The other one here is going to try to stab you with a scimitar, Graja. Where are my rolls? 16.
That does hit, yes.
And so normally this would be 5 points of damage.
Regular damage is halved.
Not all. There are some damages
Like-
that,
Like,
but like a
normal-
good
yeah.
chunk of them. So scimitar damage, for instance, is slashing damage. So it's half. So normally you'd take 5 points. Instead, you're going to take 2. We go half and round down. So you're going to take 2 points of damage.
Okay. Damage. 2 damage. Okay, I input that.
Okay, and this guy is going to run over here and kind of step on his friend and attack Jart with a scimitar. 21 to hit.
It hits.
A 5 points of damage, please.
Sure.
And you guys all hear the goblin that was running away. Do any of you speak goblin?
I do not.
No.
I don't think Denny does, but I can check.
Funny you should mention, because I have comprehend language as a spell.
But you haven't cast it yet.
No, I have
Actually.
not.
Okay, and you don't
Aw.
speak goblin?
No.
So yeah, it's running away and yelling something. Okay.
They coming up
Um,
lines of intruders.
I mean,
I have
you
common
can
sense.
like infer the connotation here. Absolutely. Whimsy, it is your turn. And then we'll go back up to Jart.
Is Whimsy with relatively sure footing now? He's
Whimsy, probably it would be your movement, but not your movement and action to get to sure footing.
Whimsy's gonna get the sure footing then.
Okay.
Then he's gonna howl. He's going to
Okay.
summon the wolves and essentially be like, "Attack my brothers! The battle is on!" Ooh.
Okay.
He's also gonna go, and with that, he's gonna do Fey Presence and cause creature within a 10-foot cube to be frightened by him. Charmed or frightened, but we're gonna choose frightened because this demon-looking dude's howling at them.
Okay, which each creature in a 10-foot cube? Where is your 10-foot cube? Probably these two goblins here. this guy, and this guy.
Yeah.
So they have to make wisdom saving throws. Goblins not
Real spooked
typically,
by this howling demon.
yeah,
I-
not typically known for their wisdom, and both of them fail.
Is it anyone in that 10-foot cube or
No.
enemies? In
Oh,
that cube?
each
You
Oh,
guys
snap.
can be
creature.
spooked by me too.
Okay, I'll try to save.
Sorry, y'all might be a little spooked by me.
It's a 20.
Oh yeah, that's
Hey, you're fine. You're like,
There you
whimsy
go.
demon.
Nice.
It's just
He's
whimsy,
fine.
whatever.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about him.
fine.
He does that, apparently. Now.
Okay, frightened condition. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within the line of sight, and the creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of fear. Awesome.
Nice.
Well played.
Also so
All
many
right.
reinforcements. Dual purpose
Yeah.
howling.
And actually for that, give me, I don't know, let's say a performance check or animal handling. I'll let you choose.
I'll choose performance again because as a warlock, he is charisma based.
Yeah.
What are you? I can't see what you are. Fast. 22. He is the consummate
Ah.
actor.
Okay. You howl, and as you do this piece of you from where you come from rises up from within, and this howl turns into an elongated, growling, desperate, threatened, scared mama bear. I will end everybody if this doesn't end right now, kind of like a warning howl. Whether or not the wolves heard it with the sound of all the water and whatever it is that they've gotten themselves into, we're not sure, but at the very least, sorry, I'm trying to roll for them. Those wolves are perceptive AF. Okay, Jart, what would you like to do?
I am gonna test my luck, so I'm gonna move here. I get an attack of opportunity from this guy if he wants to take it.
Yeah, he definitely would like to. And he rolls a 7.
Good. I want to look through the pathway where the other goblin ran through.
Sure. Let me reveal that area.
Okay. So seeing where he's running.
So actually, Jart, as you're kind of doing a quick glance, this cavern is now like these two pools of water are almost empty. They used to be large pools, and as they were dammed up, you could see that they had quite a large capacity. There is a narrow waterfall up in the far corner. Oh, I need my clicky up here that feeds into the pool. And these low fieldstone walls serve as the dams holding the water in. The sound of the waterfall is echoing through the cave, making it really difficult to hear. And what you see is this goblin going up like a set of stairs into another area.
Okay. So I am going to move here so I don't create another attack of opportunity.
Sure.
And what you all guys see is you're throwing up like a back round kick in the air, and it's like she's not hitting anything, but a flame comes out of her foot.
Firebending.
Very Zuko. I love it.
And it's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And it's a 1d8.
You're trying to hit this guy over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh god. So it's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And she is going to turn around and look at the other goblin and set up like a defensive stance. And I'm gonna spend my second key point on patient defense.
As it takes a second for this fireball to fly through the air, it illuminates the cave. And you just hear this "Ah!" as the goblin like catches fire and falls to the ground dead. He is now on fire, illuminating the cave a little bit more. And whatever he was running to probably can see a little en fuego goblin on the steps there. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. And
Love
your
it.
patient defense waiting for this. Graja, it's too bad that you are in such a rage, because it would have been really cool for you to see how brilliant, especially in this dark cave, Jart's body flames. Any open space of skin that's not like wrapped in monk wrapping would have given this violent pulse of fiery light as it like flowed down their body and out their foot towards
Wow.
the goblin. It would have been epic, but you are consumed by rage.
They'll have to tell me about it later. I'm
Yeah,
sure someone
yeah.
will tell me.
Maybe if you can make one of these goblins talk. Denny has comprehend languages. They saw it. They're super frightened about the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, Graja, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. Okay, so there's this one guy.
This
I
guy?
can hold. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the only alive one?
And there is one over here that's by Jart. It kind of ran in and is standing on the dead body of its compatriot.
Okay, I sort of want to do the one that's closer to me than this one.
Sure, absolutely.
So actually what I would like to do is I want to headbutt the goblin right in the chest with the intention of like knocking down and knocking the wind out.
Okay, give me a strength, just a strength check.
Okay, and I did want to say my unarmed strike gives me, with a headbutt, bludgeoning damage equal to 1 plus strength
perfect.
modifier. So
Perfect.
I'll roll. Sorry, I'll roll unarmed
that's
to
okay.
hit
Yeah,
first.
absolutely.
Okay, getting the hang of it here. 18.
18 hits.
Okay, and then I am doing bludgeoning headbutt. Oh, is that just a standard? Oh, okay, 6. I do 6.
You pull yourself now that Whimsy and Denny have like let go, or rather you've let go of Whimsy's horns.
Mhm.
You pull yourself up to full height, and even though you're several steps down below this goblin, you are taller. And you just look at him, kind of tilt your head, smile so that your tusks are poking out, and just give him the biggest like Glasgow kiss just into his chest cavity. You hear ribs crack. You're pretty sure it was not your head. It had to have been his bones crack under the force. And he is like gasping for air, and is knocked like backwards and onto his butt. Like, yeah,
Great.
that
Super.
hurt.
Great.
Yeah. And you were raging. Did you add your +2? Does that only with a melee attack that you get your +2?
Let's see. I gain advantage on no +2. I don't for the headbutt. It would have to
Melee.
be with like a melee. Yeah. So
Okay.
none extra. Yeah.
Okay. I think there's an argument to be made that like Barbarian's headbutt is melee damage, but all right, we'll say that it's not for the purpose of this.
My head is my weapon.
But if it's
You got
an
those tusks.
use your
Just
head.
go.
Is it a melee weapon attack?
You know,
or
it
a
does
melee
just say,
attack?
I'm just going to read the bigger thing.
Because on
No, it
our
says melee
side-
weapon attack.
Oh,
Yeah, it very much does say that. And I figured that it wasn't because it's specifically the special thing is unarmed strike.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's the
And
monk
And when you
shit.
click into
Yeah.
when you click into the bigger one, it specifically says melee weapon attack using strength.
oh,
You
yes, it
gain
does.
a bonus to that damage roll that increases as you gain levels of barbarian.
Okay.
But I mean, look, 6 points with a headbutt.
I'm not mad at it.
That's pretty wicked. Do you have a bonus action that you would like to take?
Can attack again.
I can?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, barbarians at level 2 don't get a second attack.
Yeah, all that it says under my bonus action is rage, so I don't think I have another thing I can do. Yeah, so I think my turn's over.
It says 2 weapon action. 2 weapon fighting though.
2 weapon fighting, yeah, which is
Sorry.
You have to have both weapons out already, I believe. Drawing a weapon.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
my
see.
weapon isn't drawn.
and 2 weapon fighting is when you take an attack with a light melee weapon that
Okay.
you're holding in one hand. You can use the bonus action. So it's like
Yeah,
Like-
like weapon thing is.
Like a riposte sort of thing.
yeah, it's like when you can do 2 swords quickly, and that's not like
Yeah,
that.
headbutt.
It's like bam bam. That's when you can use it in that way.
Headbutts are not swords.
No.
Yeah,
And-
I'm
and-
gonna file that away though for
You did
future
6
use.
damage on somebody, like
Yeah, my strength modifier, baby.
yeah,
All coming
like
from my strength.
like that. You are buzzing a little bit beyond
Sure.
just the rage. Like sure. Also, it's worth noting that those are specifically for light weapons. Is 2 weapon fighting, and I don't know that
Oh.
your great axe is not
That doesn't seem light. That doesn't seem like how it would be described.
So the weapons that you have that would work for 2 weapon fighting are hand axe in your hands, not thrown.
Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
actually,
filing that away.
hold on. Now I'm curious.
It does say martial heavy two-handed for the great axe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you can also throw them. So like daggers, hand axes, anything that's light, you can do bam bam instead
Yeah.
of one big swing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that dude with my hand axe earlier.
Yeah. Right.
Cool.
Okay, so Denny, what are you up to?
All right. Denny would like to attack the closest goblin to him with his rapier.
Okay. Yeah, as you shimmy your way, like snake crawl your way up this rock a bit, you can kind of like you had done before. You're going to make a whole career out of like one
Just some-
direction stabbing. Yeah. And you kind of shimmy your way so that you're kind of above him and you can kind of stab straight down into him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's going to be a 22.
Absolutely hits. Yeah, totally.
Fuck you, goblin.
Mhm,
Okay.
sure.
Where's my D8? There you are. 5 damage.
5 damage. Yeah. That was the goblin that just got Glasgow headbutted. So as you see Graja just rock this dude's world. And as he like goes to sit down, you're like, oh, you can't sit there. And you just like stab him. And
know,
like
let's do that.
skewer through his like just under his collarbone and out the back. And as you rip it back out, like the viscera goes spraying across Graja's face. Doesn't bother Graja any.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Baby, I swear this never happens to me.
And he is dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to do another quick song
Absolutely.
for Jart. This one
Mhm.
goes out to you, Jart.
Get my 26.
So yeah, it's a 1d6 for
Okay.
whatever you need it for the next 10 minutes.
Jart,
So-
as you're kind of sitting there in patient defense, like readying yourself, your eyes just peer up as Denny like skewers something, pulls the sword back out, rolling over in like this very fluid, like gentle motion, rolling over onto their back, pulling out their banjolele and like winking at you as they strum like an off-key thing.
Very offbeat.
But you are so inspired by the grace that that he was able to do that you're like, oh yeah, I'm a monk and I do dope monk shit. I could do something like that too. And you're just feeling very inspired in this moment.
We got this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. You guys got this. And speaking of, it is this last goblin's turn. And he is not looking too good, but he is going to try and attack Jart with his scimitar. That's a 9. So he doesn't even hit. He, as his bonus action, is going to take disengage, and he's going to try to run. He is in fact going to run.
Don't make me burn you again. Like,
And he is going to run away across the rickety bridge.
oh, if he runs that way, I'm not even gonna try to chase him.
Okay. And he does run away. And you guys listen. Everybody give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Wow, nat 1. Nat 1.
shit. You just go
Ouch.
You're not paying attention right
Damn.
now. You got blood in your eye.
I was gonna say, all the ichor is like,
Mhm.
I have a 7.
16.
15.
Oh my God.
Whimsy, you are listening closely for the sound of your wolves, and you do hear some yelping, but like they're in pain.
Oh no.
And Jart, you do hear a loud, booming, deep voice that is yelling in what was similar to the goblins, but is coming from a much deeper voice. And you see 2 goblins come down the stairs, and standing at the top of the stairs, you see a hairy, disgusting, large, elongated ears, just hair and fur and muscles and disgusting looking thing. Graja, as you look at this, you know exactly what this is because you kind of know orcs, goblins, the whole family. You remember hearing stories of like little kids who were naughty and stayed out after dark. The bugbears would come and grab them. This is a bugbear, and it is like the bigger cousin. It's less fierce than orcs, but it is not to be toyed with. And it seems to be ordering these 2 goblins out as they step over the on fire or step around the on fire body of their friend. And they kind of look back at him hesitantly, and he barks a command at them, and they start to move towards you guys. But I think this is where we've got to call it for time reasons.
yeah, I figured, but damn, also.
Ah!
Oh, wow.
I've
need
got
to
to go
make
save my wolves, guys.
Yeah, you need to make one last question. The sound
Yeah.
of the wolves was coming from like this side, or
Yeah.
like from,
Yes.
There's
like,
got, he's got to be getting more reinforcements. There's probably more down there.
Oh fuck.
Okay, but it's the opposite way from the bugbear,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
don't want the wolves getting hurt because of us.
Well, the wolves also wanted vengeance. Whimsy's just like, vengeance? And they're like, vengeance.
Didn't
Yes.
take too much convincing.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
Whimsy's still gonna go try and rescue his wolves.
Sure.
Because they're friends now, and he's got
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
well, I am, thank you guys. Thank you viewers for watching. For anybody who rated into us, I'm sorry we didn't call you out. You may have missed that we were not live today, but thank you for rating into us. I'm just going to proclaim it now and like grasp that people did that for us, which would be so epic. We are going to raid into something else following this, but I can't tell you specifically what it is, but somebody in chat, probably future me, will be telling you in chat who we're raiding into. So future me, now is a good time to do that. And we'll go around and let everybody say, you know, who they are and what they're doing and what they think might be coming up in the next few episodes. Let's do that. So we'll go the opposite way. Amanda.
I'm Amanda, play Whimsy the Warlock, and I'm pretty sure what's happening next time is Whimsy going to rescue his new wolf friends because they are a pack. And then fighting some goblins because that's just what we do.
It's definitely what we're starting to do for sure. Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. I play Denny. I'm pretty sure in the next installment, I'm going to continue to stab some bitches and sing some really off-key songs. So tune in next week to find out.
It's me. I play bitches. Yeah. So that's great. Yeah, absolutely stab all my bitches. That's okay with me. Sarah.
Hashtag stab all my bitches. Hello, I'm Sarah. I played Graja. You can find me at MC Diabetes on Twitter. I'm a creative partner at Martlet Games. Vancouver by Night, the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition game, Delve into Darkness, is coming back for season 2. That'll be next Saturday. Unfortunately, you won't see me in it, but please, I will not be in that particular episode, but please check out the rest of the really awesome coterie as we begin our second season here on Vancouver by Night, that channel. So you can find me there very much so in the future. And yeah, just keep an eye on my Twitter and Martlet Games and you'll see what I'm doing. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I play Jart, the Zuko knockoff, and I'm a professional cosmaker and apparel designer. My links are gonna be in the chat, and I'm gonna be like the bard tongue curse of the party and say that when we get back to that card, it's not gonna be there.
Interesting. Epic and an interesting thing. And I'm just going to shout out to Najra in case you are not following her on Twitter. You really need to, and you need to go see the beautiful costume that she's making. Like,
yes,
she says
Instagram
it kind of
stories.
Yeah, she says it kind of like low key, but these aren't low key things. These are epic and beautiful and
cool
and high key and high quality. So you should go check them out. I am Sarah. I have been your dungeon master for these amazing players and the one that we're missing. And I am the dungeon master here on Sundays, and I also play Tuesday nights. So if you're interested in seeing how I make that transition, you can come see me play a cleric who's not really a cleric. It's complicated. And yeah, they follow me on Twitter. I would be very happy if you would do that. And we're going to raid somebody. Future Sarah is going to shout it out. And I love that I can say that and it can be either one of us. Oh, that's really epic. Future Sarah is going to shout it out in the chat. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next time. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.